Kerry, what was going through your mind when you had a chance to block that punt? Play for it.
Oh, we had talked about it all week, and I kept telling him, I'm gonna block it, I'm gonna block it. And we get out there, and they called the block, and I ran up there. I said, I'm gonna go try to jump over the shield, and I ended up blocking the kick. You know, it was just, we talked about our practice. It's just crazy to see it play out on the field.
So you call a block, you don't necessarily go for a block every time somebody punts?
Sometimes we just play safe, and we just sit back and, let them punt the ball. So this past week, we decided to go for it.
When you talk about how the defense is feeling 2 weeks now, it seems like the opponent's running game has really caused you some difficulties.
Yeah, we realize it's more so what we're doing. We understand we got to play better as a D-line and as a front seven altogether. We're not getting our fits right. We're not tackling like we used to. We're not swarming to the ball. It's real overall. We gotta step up our rush defense overall.
K-State has a tremendous rushing attack, but they also have a pretty good play action pass game. How do you figure that out?
We're gonna have to play hard on run and react fast to the play action. We're getting real hard play action at us, and we're able to get behind some of the secondary. So as a D-line especially, we need to recognize play action reads, and we need to get after the quarterback any chance we get.
What's feeling in terms of a fatigue level after Oklahoma ran the ball so many times against you and Oklahoma State did it again last week? Where are you guys at physically?
I feel like we're good. We're in a good place. We got some key injuries to some guys, but we got guys stepping up, and the coaches do a great job of making sure we have our legs by the time the game comes. So it's really just more playing better technique and knowing our assignments.
Why don't you think you're tackling as well as you did earlier in the year?
We just got to be able to run the ball more. I think early in the year we was doing more just swarming to the ball and stuff like that. And we have to do better on that side of the ball. We're just, we're waiting on the guy to make a play, and I feel like that early in the year we were just swarming, trying to beat everybody to the play. So we just got to get back to more of, red defense.
Is there something in practice that you're really focusing on this week?
Really tackling. We're in practice. We're going to throw out the bar carriers. We're going to, practice getting in position. We're going to put a real good focus on that because we're giving up too many yards after contact, and we got to be able to make that tackle and stop it right there.
Kerry, did you guys seem like that night, when you guys took the field that night and you're in the tunnel, did everything seem like you guys were really ready for this last home night game? Because you guys just kind of didn't seem like you guys kind of were really up. You guys just kind of seemed kind of flat. Did you see that as well?
No, I feel like we was excited and we was ready to play. They got after us a little bit in the beginning. We fought back. We fought hard, and that's what I loved about this team this year. In the past we haven't responded well when teams got up on us early, and I feel like our team fought to the very end of the game.
I think it was Jason said it after the game on Saturday. The last 2 years you guys are 0-6 against the Final Three opponents. How much of a motivation factor is that for you guys?
Yeah, it's motivating. We want to finish the season off strong. We always want to finish strong, especially going into the bowl game. We want to, definitely, get some wins up under us. We lost 2 in a row right now, but we have an opportunity this week to go 1-0. So that's what our main focus is.
Is there any decline in the level of confidence that you all have in yourselves and in the team?
Oh no, we believe what we can do, and we haven't played well on all 3 sides of the ball yet. It's been up and down. The offense played well, the defense hasn't played well, or the special teams didn't play well, and the offense and defense played well. So we still feel like we haven't put our best game together yet. So we're gonna do our best to focus on that this week, and try to hit on all 3 phases of the ball this week.
You lost the last 2 games, and you won the first 7, and it's an intangible thing, confidence. I mean, is there any sort of, not a doubt, but is there like, gosh, why didn't we play as well these last 2 games?
No, I don't feel that on any of the players in the locker room. I don't feel like we lost any confidence. We know what we're capable of. We need guys to step up and play up to the level they're capable of.
What does senior day mean to you?
It means a lot, man. I've enjoyed every minute I've been here, and being this is my last time, I get to be in front of the fans in the Jones Stadium. It's an emotional time for me. I feel like this is second home to me, and this pretty much putting a wrap up on my career here. So I definitely be looking forward to this weekend.
remember one time that you stepped up for your seniors. Kind of talk about how it's important these young guys are going to be able to step up for you in this particular game.
Yeah, I just remember the seniors, when I came in, they would always tell me not to take any days for granted, stuff like that, and, you know, to enjoy my time here. And just, I remember when Brian Duncan was here on his senior day and stuff like that, we wanted to make sure we wanted to, you know, go out with a win for them and, you know, make sure that, you know, they go out on the right page. You know, they gave so much to this university, and on their last day, we want to make it a memorable one for them.
Kerry, what's this last 5 years been like for you compared to what you expected when you first came in when you were 18?
It's pretty much everything I expected. I mean, you know, nobody expects to have 5 different coordinators on defense, but overall, I mean, I feel like I committed to this place. I felt like it was family and it was another home, and it showed me nothing but love since I've been here, and I love it.
Do you have one specific memory during your time here that sticks out as maybe one of your favorite or a couple of favorite memories you have?
I gotta say, I think when we beat Missouri here a couple years ago when they had Blaine Gabbert, I didn't play a lot that game, but just seeing the excitement around the stadium, and it's the first time I've been in an experience where people rush the field and stuff like that, and I just remember how exciting that was. And a year ago, I got to experience it myself when we beat West Virginia and they rushed the field, and you know, just being a part of that is just seeing the passion on the fans. They're able to jump the fence and rush the field. You know, that's an amazing moment.
Do you think you guys are trying to do too much, or maybe you're trying to do your job plus somebody else's?
I think that speaks to it a little bit because, you know, early in the season we were stopping the run. So I think that has to do with us popping gaps and, you know, not trusting the guy next to you. So I feel like this week we gotta, you know, believe in the guy next to you and let him know that he's gonna be there for you. You know, he's gonna make that tackle. You know, we're trying to do other people's jobs, and you know, we focus on our job and do what you need to do. Everything will come together.
Kerry, of course, Kansas State's quarterback has 500-something yards rushing. How much more difficult does that make it when you have that element added in?
Well, you know, it's always difficult when the quarterback can run or throw the ball. So, you know, that's 2 things you have to worry about. But if we're able to swarm to the ball and, you know, put hits on the quarterback, we can kind of, you know, take away some of that running. You know, just try to, you know, make it difficult for him, make him earn every yard.
What have you noticed each time you've played Bill Snyder's Kansas State team?
They're disciplined. They don't make many mistakes. They're gonna ground and pound. They're gonna do what they do. They're not gonna change who they are. You know, they're gonna grind it out and wait for you to make a mistake, and they're gonna hit you with it every time you make a mistake.
I think the stats, you guys are, I think it's 1-8 since 2011 in the month of November. What have you seen from this team that may be different from teams of the years past that could maybe change that this year?
I think it's the fight I've seen. There's been times where we've been down this season, and there's times we could have quit, and I feel like this team has a lot of fight in them, and I expect us to display that this weekend. You know, we lost 2 in a row, and that's tough, but you know, we got to play the next play the next week. You know, that's behind us now, and we're focused on going 1-0, and it's all our energy is going into. We're not worried about the next week, anything like that. We're going to put all our focus into this week.
Going back to what you were saying about trusting your teammates, obviously there's some injury problems now. You could be missing your 2 safeties that started the season, an outside linebacker and a defensive tackle. Does it get harder when you have to fill in with players who wouldn't be starting otherwise?
Yeah, it's hard to replace those guys, you know, their game experience and them being on the field. It's hard to replace them, but we have guys that's capable and they can step up and they can make plays. So we expect them to fill in and keep it rolling. We don't expect no drop off. You know, we expect them to be able to come in, know the plays, and get it done. You know, our motto is no excuses. So with guys being hurt, there's no excuse. We got to come out there and get it done.
You build that trust with the starters, and then somebody goes down and the next line comes up. Is it difficult to have that same level of trust?
That's the thing is we don't just build a trust with one group out there. We're all out there grinding every day, putting in the same amount of work. We're not the same way I trust the starter. I trust the backup. There's no difference in it. So when you say starter, that's just who name is right there, because anybody can be a starter and any play comes up.
It feels very good. I mean, as a receiver, that's what you want to do is get into the end zone and get first downs to help the team out.
And you've been helping the team out a lot, not only with the touchdowns, but just your blocking. And just kind of talk about that again, and as far as taking pride in that blocking. You've been doing a great job.
I mean, as a receiver, that's what you have to do. You have to be a selfless player. You got to go out there and do your job, whether you're getting the ball or not. So that's why I try to pride myself in. If I'm not getting the ball, I try to block for my teammates and hope they do the same for me.
These last couple of weeks have been kind of slow starts for you guys on offense. Have you noticed anything with the OU game and the Oklahoma State game that may be a common thread on why you guys started slow?
I say mistakes, first of all. I mean, we can't go out there and turn the ball over and put the defense in a bad situation. So if we minimize the mistakes, then we can have a faster start on offense.
You think you guys have been trying too hard?
I mean, this is football. You got to try hard. Every play, every rep. That's what they teach us. So, I mean, you got to go out there and try your best each opportunity you get. I mean, I don't necessarily think we're not trying hard enough. I think we can try harder.
So you don't feel like at times people are pressing to make things happen rather than sort of trusting everything you've done in practice and just going with that?
I think that depends on the situation. I mean, you're going to press whether you like it or not, whether you're behind or whether you're ahead. I mean, sometimes it just happens to come as an effect as we're behind in the game. I mean, we're just trying to make plays happen, trying to get on the board. I mean, I don't necessarily see it as pressing. I just think it's more of trying to get some points on the board.
How's the mood in the locker room?
I mean, we still the same team that went 7-0. We're going to keep on pressing. I mean, not pressing, but keep on taking it in stride and keep on grinding, trying to get better each week and minimize the mistakes.
What do you remember in your games against Bill Snyder's Kansas State team?
What I remember last year or the previous games prior to that? I remember they hold the ball a really long time on offense. I mean, it's kind of frustrating as an offensive player because they try to take the games in their hand and try to keep the ball as long as they can when they're on offense. But on defense, they just play zone, mainly zone, and try to make the offense make mistakes. And they're very disciplined in what they're doing. So our goal is to go out there and try to hit on all cylinders, minimize the mistakes, and keep our defense off the field. You know, just go out there and keep balling like we should be. I mean, minimize our mistakes and catch the ball when we have to and hold on to it and prevent fumbles.
There's one thing that Kansas State is weak in their defense. What is that?
I would think, I mean, we have so many skilled players on this offense. I don't think they can stop every single one of us. I mean, I don't think anybody can stop every single one of us. I mean, that's just what it is. We have too much talent on this team. We just got to find a better way of utilizing each person.
You talked about them holding on to the ball. Does that put more pressure on you guys as an offense, knowing that you may not get as many opportunities when you play a team like Kansas State?
I mean, as offense, we just got to go out there and just do what we practice day in, day out, and that's go out there and just spread the ball around and just execute plays.
You mentioned defense. How satisfying is to see Kerry Hyder get a pump block like he did in the game?
That's very satisfying. I mean, for any defensive player to go out there and do something of that extent, I mean, that's very satisfying for an offensive player to see that, or just any teammate. I just think we just need more big plays like that to put us in a better position to score as an offensive player.
You the last quarter, this past game, you guys got down in the red zone and had a difficult time putting it across. Does that cause you any concern there?
Not necessarily. I mean, we have a lot of plays that we can run in the red zone. It's just, you know, sometimes plays don't work. I mean, it's not a perfect sport. I mean, we just got to do better of executing plays when the play's called.
You guys are 1-8 in the month of November since 2011. What have you noticed about this team that can maybe help you all change that this time around?
Well, I've noticed, I mean, we're very resilient. I mean, we had 2 losses, but that's football, you know. It's sometimes it don't go your way. The ball don't bounce your way all the time. We just got to bounce back and keep on moving forward. I mean, we have 3 regular season games left. We just got to do our best each week and get better.
Cliff, or Barrett, do you feel like you guys are better equipped to beat these teams toward the end of the season this year compared to?
As long as we handle our business, I don't see why not. I mean, we just take one challenge a week and just work on the things that we need to work on, and that's minimizing mistakes and turnovers. I mean, as long as we work on those things, we have a great shot to win games.
What were the issues? We have halftime. the other night, you had those the game's in the balance, and you have the 3 series where you go 3 and out, quick interception. Going back and looking at it, what were y'all not doing well those 3 series?
I mean, I guess we weren't patient enough. I mean, we were trying to make things happen that weren't there. I would say that. I mean, we just got to play our game and just stay patient and let things work themselves out. I mean, not try to put pressure on ourselves and just go out there and play football.
Big game for you as a senior this week. Kind of talk about that. How you feel about that?
I'm very excited. I mean, I'm excited every week, whether I'm getting the ball, whether I'm just blocking. I'm just excited to be a part of this program. I've been here 4 years playing, but it feels like a lifetime, to be honest with you. But this is my last home game, and I just want to go out on a good note. I mean, I want to win my last home game, of course. I mean, it's bittersweet because, this is my last time playing a home game in the Jones, but I know the fans going to be there supporting us, and I just want to go out there and play my heart out for my team.
How's your career at Texas? Has it been, kind of what you expected when you got here to Texas Tech?
It's actually more than I expected. I mean, I came in as an 18-year-old high school student. I graduated early, so I came in at midterm. I didn't know what to expect, but I learned a lot. I can't say that because I came in under the impression that, in the high school frame of mind that I'm that guy. But, in college, everybody's that guy, and you got to reframe your thoughts, and you got to learn from your past experience and move on and learn from the older guys that are teaching you how things are going to be. And I'm pretty sure I've learned a lot and from the guys that I played behind these past few years. And I'm glad that I can just leave a legacy on these younger guys and teach them the role and how to go out there and become a better player.
So far, what has been your favorite memory?
My favorite memory, I would say when we played Nevada in 2011, I scored a game-winning touchdown, basically. I mean, that was the best feeling I ever had. I mean, it's going to get better. That's the most exciting memory I ever had playing football here, so I can't say that. That was very exciting for me.
What have you learned this year that maybe you didn't know that you were going to learn by staying and coming back for an extra year?
I've learned that, I already knew this because football, every guy on the team plays a role, whether you're playing or whether you're on the sideline. Everybody has their own role. And what I've learned, it takes everybody to go out there and win the football game. Not just the ones out there playing, but it takes the ones on the sideline cheering us on to go out there and just have that support system on the sideline and that intrinsically motivation on the team.
What does it mean to you guys as players to be a part of the Lone Survivor Project and wearing the special uniforms this weekend?
That means a lot because this is for a special cause. It's for special individuals to go out there and lay their life on the line and just to do something so great for Americans. That means a lot.